All right, guys, here we go. I'm back at the car now. I have the module, the ABS module put on. Guys, I have to go initialize the module, but before I do, just wanted to check the codes again. Look at the codes that I have. Now, this car has been driven, okay? So, technically, if you have a module installed on the car and it hasn't been initialized, these are some of the erroneous codes that was set. I have never seen C1078. Okay, I can understand the C2206 vehicle configuration mismatch. I can understand that, and that is active. That just means I need to look at that C123A ESP system sensor calibration. So guys, what I'm about to do is go initialize this. Now, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to do that on another video on the process, okay, because I need my phone to do this. I have to actually be driving it, so of course I can't film it. All right, so go figure. But I will get you some footage of that just to show y'all the process. I know most of y'all can't do it, but some of you guys want to see the process. So I'm about to go initialize it. For now, I'm going to erase these codes. I'm about to go initialize the ABS module. All right, I fired the camera up on a test drive. See, all these codes are going to come back once I start the car and run it, but we'll see, guys. Let's go. All right, guys, welcome back. As you saw in those clips and those screenshots, because I was on the phone, I had needed my phone to actually do the initialization. I could not film and do it, but I was, however, able to capture you guys some screenshots to show you exactly what you will be up against in the event that you have to do one. All right, you can see the hardest part of it all gonna be getting past the screen, or the part where it says you got to go between 3 and 15 miles and make a hard turn, come to a standstill, and it's gonna check for stroll, and if everything went through, you should pass. Okay, now as you can see, I'm at Lowe's parking lot, guys. That's the only area I can pull this whole thing off. All right, at least that's the only safe area. The main street, you will not be able, do not get on the main street, guys, to do initialization. I've seen guys do it in the shop. Depends on, number one, how well the ABS system is running, and how well, it's a new module, so the new module should go straight through it. This one went through fairly quickly. So what I'm doing now, that's right, guys, you guessed it, TDC, guys, Test Drive Chat. I am gonna drive this thing. I will start my drive right now because I have to verify that the ABS system is now working. It's not that the ABS wasn't working, it's the light was on, guys. The light, people, and I don't want to belittle the importance of a light, a warning light, because they are basically warning lights, guys. They are there to warn you of things that you need to be aware of, okay? Your temperature gauge is there to warn you that your car is either overheating or running too cold at the wrong time. So all of these gauges and lights on your instrument clusters are basically warning devices. The speedometer is there to warn you that you are exceeding the speed limit in the event that you are, okay? So yes, they all are warning. So when people see a bright yellow flashing light, like a check engine light that's flashing, yes, that is very much so a warning device. It's bad enough your check engine light is on, but if it's flashing, you really should shut that car down, guys. You are essentially burning unburned fuel, guys. Is going to your cat converter. You are basically ruining your cat converter when you drive with a flashy check engine light, because that is a misfire that's active. The miss is actually misfiring at the time. Your check engine light is flashing, you're misfiring right there at that very moment. Some cases you can feel it. You have a dead cylinder or multiple dead cylinders. Okay, but we are on the topics of airbag light. Whoa, so I have, this diagnosis was done from a standpoint of trouble code. ABS light was on. Again, not that the ABS system wasn't working, because if your ABS system is not working, you will get an ABS light. That computer is monitoring the complete ABS unit, guys. All right, now I'm not sure the ABS system is set up like airbags. Airbag, in the event your airbag module detect the problem in the airbag system, it will, however, turn the airbag light on. Okay? Now, if that system in your airbag run that same test on the circuit that's in question and it passed, yes, your airbag module would turn your airbag light off. So, as opposed to other systems like a check engine light, your car, you can trigger your check engine light to come on by way of leaving your gas cap loose. Okay? Now, just because you simply go in and tighten your gas cap doesn't mean your check engine light gonna go off right away. All right? It's not like an airbag. Airbag, if the airbag module don't see a problem, there's no light. If the airbag module don't see a problem currently, like at the moment, this present time, there is no airbag light. All right, a check engine light, and I'm not sure ABS light works like that. It may, all right, but however, there's a space in every module, okay, that will store trouble codes, so you can view that, okay, via a scan tool. You need a scan tool to view stored codes. Stored codes is what the computer once saw a problem with. Okay, I once saw a problem with the left front ABS wheel speed sensor. Here's a code. It's not doing it now, but earlier in the day I saw a problem with it. Okay, that's why your scan tool has to have that capability to view such things. All right, now guys, I want to say I've been driving maybe 2 miles. My test drive is typically 4 miles long. I'm halfway back to the dealership. My ABS module, the new module that I just installed and initialized, hasn't detected any problem. So one could say the car is safe enough and repaired to where I can deliver the car to the customer. All right, so with good conscience, I can now do my paperwork, take the keys and the paperwork to the service advisor, and I can feel happy about this repair, guys. That's what it's all about, guys. Your image is at stake. Not only that, you are semi-liable for this car, okay? I just worked on a sensitive topic as analog brake system. Forget the analog brake system, the brake system. I just made a repair on your brake system. I am semi-held responsible for your brakes for a short period of time. That's why I've always said this. If anything is going to happen, I'd much rather it happen on me while I'm on a test drive, okay? Not the customer. Never make a repair on brakes, no matter what it is. Brakes, brake job, brake bleeding, ABS brake. Always do a test drive, guys. Always do a test drive. I'm sure the veterans are aware of the importance of this, so I guess I'm preaching to the younger generation, the younger aspiring mechanics. Test drives are crucial and very important, guys. Like I say, protect your image, man. Nobody wants to word spread around town, TT fixed that car, and it as soon as the customer drove, she came back and turned around and came right back, said it's not fixed. Guys, you can find all of this out on your test drive. All right, I'm back on the main street. I am, I don't know, a good mile, not even a mile from back to the place. All right, so I'm gonna wrap this video up, guys. First of all, I want to say, guys, I appreciate you guys watching the channel. All right, I can't not over stress, or I can't. There are some videos that are being requested that I simply cannot do, guys, especially here at this location. When I'm at Brothers Motors, my other shop that I work out of, yes, I can honor those requests, but at that point I would need the car in question that we're talking about, and I can do an overall general on anything, on any car, because at the end of the day, a car is a car is a car. What separates the car is mostly the electronics, guys. So I'm gonna do the best I can to get you what you request, guys, and please be a subscriber. If you ask me questions or request anything, or just in general conversation, please be a subscriber, guys. I'm back here, so that's all I have. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video.